Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So tonight we meet Lashonda and Dre. They've been engaged with 8. She said it feels like 10. She got 2 kids, I'm guessing, cause I heard her say, yeah, she got 2 kids. He wanna adopt her 2 kids, cause she said he been there in their lives ever since. Well, ever since the second one or the first one came out. He been a dad to them. Don't know where the birth father is though, but basically the main concerns and the main topics was his DJing, her anger, the adoption, and can she handle being his live, meaning that he DJ. But for the most part, all the family was cool or whatnot. Brandon did kind of get on my nerves a little bit, but I'm glad he didn't really say too much, but he kind of worked on my nerves a little bit. His mama was either too shy or she barely said much. Like, I don't much remember none of the stuff the mama said. She was so quiet, and that was so surprising and shocking that she was so quiet. It was mostly like the dad was talking, her dad was talking, Brandon was talking, Shamia, or however you say her name, she was doing some talking. Like everybody else was talking. I barely remember his mama for saying much. But they all get down and they all meet together. They all greet each other. We get down to the concerns. Like, most of them was his DJing, which Brandon, I don't know if he was trying to stop him from marrying her because of her anger in the DJing. And he also threw out some doubts that it's a 50-50 shot that something can go wrong with you DJing and and you know a girl might try to hit on you or whatever, and there's always the temptation. She learned to trust him, but Brandon was making it seem like that he may or may not try to cheat on her if he had the chance to. And well, I don't really pay Brandon too much attention, not really, because he said that then he busted out laughing. Then when they came back from the commercial, then he mentioned her anger and that she mean or she can be nasty, and that anger of hers, can she handle that? And he also said that if he does go to cheat on you, can you handle that? Handle that? And I was like the dad, say what now? So you saying if Dre get the chance to cheat on Lashonda, will she be able to handle that, and how would she deal with that? Just like anybody else would deal with it. Like, I don't understand. I wasn't getting his question and answers, and I wasn't like from the beginning when they got down to what's the meat of the potatoes, the meat and the potatoes of why they saying no to this wedding. His response was kind of vague, didn't make any sense. He talked about cheating allegations, and I've been out with you, and you know there are chances or temptation that girls might hit on you. You might take the bait and hook yourself. So he was making it seem like he might cheat if he had the chance to, if he wanted to. Then you told her how would she be able to handle that if he was cheating. Then you're gonna talk about the girl anger. And from what I seen and what I gathered from the situation, you kind of talk bad, well, he didn't really say nothing bad. It's just the fact that you talked about that girl kids, talking about some they don't look alike, or that when she ain't say ugly. I don't know where she got that ugly thing from. But he said she ain't that pretty, but she got a adult personality and all that. But you don't talk about nobody kids in general. So I kind of see and I kind of gather where her hostility, where she was so hostile against you, and why she don't like you from the jump because of what you said, and you don't talk about nobody kids. And Dre, you was wrong for not taking her side on that situation. Like, you was dead wrong for not taking her side in that situation. When that came out and you realized realized that was the issue, you played it off and joked it off as we boys. That's how we talk. He didn't mean no harm by it. You got to get to know Brandy. He was just joking. He was just playing. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. If he was joking and playing, still, he said something about about her kids. He said something about the kids you're gonna adopt. You gonna sit there and let him take that? You gonna sit there and let him say that and not check him? And then the dad, you was absolutely wrong too. You ain't even much check him. Like the lady said, you supposed to be on her side. That whole Brandon thing and what he said, either out of context or no contents. He shouldn't have said it in the first place. And I see where she get her anger from. The dad got an anger problem too. Brandon, I think that's his name, said he also have a anger problem too. And they kind of the same type of person or whatever. But it was that, and I think Shamia, or however you say her name, didn't she say about him DJing and about his lifestyle, and she don't know if Lashonda can handle that, and basically about the kids and the adoption. Like I said, the kids and the adoption thing was a major hot topic. That and about the adoption. The adoption in his DJing job was the hottest topic, and I can kind of understand y'all concerns, but if the birthday not there, he ain't been here all this time. Dre been here all this time. In the eyes of the law, even if he don't sign them papers, legally, if y'all get married, that make him the stepdaddy. And legally, he can make those kind of rules or be there for the child if she need him or whatever, but I don't understand why that was a hot topic for the adoption thing, but I get where y'all coming from with it in the same aspect. When y'all start to get the process in order, y'all starting to go down that line. Then the birth father get heat up there. Then he come messing it up, finding a way to stop it. So I can kind of understand both ways of you want to do it, but you got to make sure the birth dad okay with this. If he ain't signed over his right legally, he can stop that and stop the whole process in its steps, and y'all will be back to square one, and y'all have to go through that whole process on trying to either make him sign over his rights, let him be the stepdaddy, or however y'all gonna do it though. But I kind of understand, and that was kind of y'all's fault, because before this happened and before you even talked about bringing up this adoption thing and him adopting the kids, you should have made sure it was okay with the birth father. If you can find a way to contact him, y'all should have been on that. Well, as soon as it came up, y'all should have been on there, and about time y'all got married, that should have been out the way and squared away, and y'all could have, went ahead and did it or whatever. Like, I'm not understanding how y'all talking about it. Y'all ain't make the steps to make it a thing, and you didn't talk to the birth father and making sure that everything was okay and everything was fine. Either he signed over his rights or he don't. Either way, you can adopt the kids either way, and they can still have a relationship with their birth father. Like, either way, it can go either way with y'all, or it can go the wrong way. The birth dad can stop it, put a stop to everything, telling y'all didn't adopted my kids and all this and all that. Like, it can go either way, and I was surprised and shocked that y'all then went ahead and got a hold of that and tried to stop that. Try to stop that way before ahead of time. And then the hot topic I already talked about him and what he said about the kids though. But yeah, Dre, you had to make a choice. Like, I know that's your friend for 20 years, but your friend is kind of disrespectful. And you wonder why your fiance not quite fond of your little friend there, because your little friend got a mouth on him. Like, anybody that's going to talk about somebody's kids, you going to suffer the consequences, and whatever come out of their mouth, if they beat you with a frying pan or whatever. You don't talk about a mother's kids and think you gonna get away with it, joking or non-joking. And the fact that you didn't get that Dre, you weren't ready to get married right there, cause you was all on his side, then the dad was all on their side too. Like, ain't nobody really had her back, and I'm glad the lady checked him and told him this is your main concern, not her dad and not him. This is your main concern. You want to marry her. And I'm surprised that he didn't get that. And when she told him that, you was right. You was right. I said, like, yes, you should have checked that. Yes, but why didn't you check him? Even that he meant it or didn't mean it, disrespectful or non-disrespectful, you should have checked him. And I'm not understanding why somebody else had to tell you you had to check him for that what he said. Whether he said it in a mean way or a nasty way, you should have checked him and not just chop it up as, oh, he's just joking, oh, he just playing. You got to know him. I know him for 20 years. Oh, that's just how we talk. No, that ain't gonna fly. You want to have this woman here in marriage. You want her dad to give you their blessing, but you're not taking her side when the time is critical. That was the time to be critical. That was the time to tell him he was wrong. I did like, however, after she told you was wrong, y'all was trying to get the daddy in line, but the daddy wasn't having none of it, and he wasn't here for it at all. And but he calmed down. He got it. He realized he was wrong. He understood it or whatnot. Kendall' concern was about Lashonda hurting her brother, and she said, "No, I wouldn't do that to him. I love him just as much as he loved me." Oh, that was with the little questions, the little fears. That was what with that was. With that was the concerns was with the fears and the questions they gave him, not the 20 questions of fears. What's gonna happen? That was what I can't even much talk tonight. That was what with that was, and Kendall said that she was concerned that she was gonna hurt her brother. She did clear that up for her and told her, "I love this man to death. I couldn't stand living my life without him. I love him. I promise you I wouldn't do that. And I promise you I'll take care of him like I take care of him, and I'm always gonna be there for him." Um I'm trying to get to everybody thing concerns, but I knew most of them was about his DJ and all that and his lifestyle. The mom was about the adoptions. The dad was about the DJing too. Brandy, the annoying behind, was about everything besides it was. And I'm trying to see where I'm at in my notes. Oh yeah, they separated them. They did. She did her court with her fears in the head. She answered all the questions, and Brandon even also he even asked her about her tempers, and that's when the whole child thing came up. Then it sprayed out all over the dinner table when it was eating, and that was about it with that one and about the adoption. Yeah, that dinner table. I'm done talking about Brandon for now. I'm done. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Um, that was about it that happened. Besides the blessings, like I was so surprised and shocked. A second turnaround that everybody gave their blessings. They had concerns and whatnot. There was concern, and Brandon also did his little 5 year. What was the 5 year? live thing or whatever it is, 5 year, whatever it was. He did that. He did that. He spelled it out for him. Like, when they separated them, they all did come to an understanding. They want to know who brung up the adoption. She told him, I brung it up. I wanted him to adopt my kids because um, he loved the kids just as much as I love the kids. And um, she want him to have the same rights that she have. Um, the anger, the adoption, and that was about it. But I was surprised though that after that everybody gave their blessings though. This the second term around that everybody gave their whole blessing. Brandon didn't want to give his blessing because I don't think he was clear in the head yet, but he didn't know what was coming to him. Like she told him that, look, you and Brandon, I can't deal with him, and I can kind of understand where she coming from with Brandon, cause Brandon was kind of annoying this episode, and he had a whole lot to say when he shouldn't have had nothing to say. You're just a friend. I know you want your friend to be happy, but if he cheated, you look like you'll be the fall guy, or you look like you will take his side either way. So Brandon didn't know what was coming on to him, and basically when they got to the blessing part of the ceremony, Brandon said he want to get his blessing. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. So go ahead and do what y'all gonna do. You don't really need my blessing, but everybody else gave their blessing. He was about to drop the bomb, meaning break up his friendship with Brandon. But I'm glad at the end, after they told them that they got married, that he kept their friendship. They got boundaries now. They're gonna work on these boundaries and try to be cool all over again. I'm glad, even though it was about to come to that he was about to lose his 20-year-old friend, 20-year friendship over something that petty. But I understand it. But I'm glad that she told him, you ain't got to do it if you don't want to. That she realized that that's your friend for 20 plus years. I ain't gonna break up no friendship. So if you want to keep me as a friend, I try to work on it. I'm glad they working on it. I'm glad that friendship didn't interfere with the first beginning of y'all marriage. So I'm glad he was invited to the wedding and all that. Like I said though, everybody was concerns was well placed and well, they had a new lease on life, and everybody wanted to give their blessing besides Brandon though. But at the end of it, everybody gave their blessing besides Brandon. Everybody was happy. The wedding photos were pretty, and that's about it. That's about it that happened. So anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.